So when someone is selecting solder paste, alloys, flux, temperature, all that, there are drivers on the board design that would steer someone toward one selection or another. There are also on many SMT assemblies a variety of different types of parts on there. You've got these bottom terminated components and QFNs that probably require special paste characteristics, and then you've got connectors, and you've got other, maybe high mass soldering pads or leads that might on their own draw another conclusion to the paste selection. Generally, I think one would prefer to minimize the number of thermal excursions a board goes through a reflow oven. So is it acceptable, is it normal practice to have one paste selection based upon one specific criteria that doesn't necessarily match or is unneeded for the rest of the board? Does that make sense? How much do we pull to one side on our selection at the expense of the other side for other types of components? Who wins in this battle?
Yeah, we see this a lot when there's a very specific defect that's causing an issue on a line. So for example, you talked about the bottom terminated components. And so they go, oh, we're getting low yields because we're having 50% voiding. So we need something that solves the voiding issue there. And as you said, you can select something that dramatically reduces the voiding in that scenario, but does it have the balance of attributes that are not creating issues elsewhere? And this is really the delicate balance of solder paste evaluations, is really to look at the balance of attributes, and no one solder paste anywhere is going to be the best at every attribute, right? And so it's looking at, well, which attributes are most important for me, and then balancing out the other attributes. And as you said, sometimes people make rash decisions based on the defect of the day that they're facing, but it can cause consequences down the line. And so we've seen cases where we solve the QFN voiding issue, for example, but now our stencil life is terrible. We're replacing the solder paste a lot. We're getting print-related defects, things like that. So you've just shifted the problem to somewhere else, and then you start another evaluation to find the best printing solder paste, right? And then you switch back to the old paste, right? So it's really finding that balance of attributes. And again, I doubt there'll ever be the one product that is best across the board for every attribute you can possibly imagine.
Join us on the second and fourth Tuesday of each month for new episodes of Reliability Matters.